Hello, welcome to today's vlog. My name is Adam, and today we've got loads of things happening today. There's loads of stuff, right? PlayStation, Sony have announced the PS5 finally, and they've actually thrown in a few hardware specs as well. I mean, it's not much of an announcement, to be honest. It was announced at CES, and it broke out on the internet throughout the night last night. Basically, all they've said is next gen hardware, PS5, with an Ultra HD Blu-ray player built in, where the games, it's like 200 gig probably, discs, hardware based ray tracing is included, which everybody kind of already knew that. SSD drives, which everybody knew already, and adaptive triggers with haptics technology, whatever that means, which again, people already kind of knew these things, and 3D audio sound, which is interesting. So that's it. That's all they announced. Like, I've seen so many clickbait videos where people have like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. It was a 60-second announcement for CES, and then they announced other Sony things. So people who are doing these videos like an hour long, it's like, dude, clickbait central. But that's it. So finally, I mean, and they also said holiday 2020 confirmed, which holiday? There's about 3 or 4 throughout a year. So which holiday is it? So, I mean, that's not like, okay, so that's big reveal for 2020, right? PlayStation, but that's not my personal big reveal, by the way. I wasn't counting down to when the big reveal of the PlayStation 5 was going, although I am working on like a news show for the PlayStation 5, to sort of, because I plan on getting the PlayStation 5 and I want to track that journey. So today is really the first day of that journey. So today I'll be putting out a PlayStation 5 kind of news video, and then every month up until its launch, we will do a news story tracking the release of it. And everything that goes along with it. And it's going to be pretty interesting because there's things in there that I don't think are generally known. And of course, at the end, there'll be rumorville of what to expect. But my personal news, I'm busy at the moment making videos, making content for the YouTube channel. I've got about 4 or 5 projects on at the moment that I'm working for. In fact, I'm working also on something on Facebook as well. But the vlogs, okay, so we're only going to 365, and then that is it. That's the end of the vlogs. And we're at 255 now, 255. So that means in 10 vlog episodes, there will be it will hit the 100 to go until the end, and I want to track that journey. Okay, so the big reveal for me for 2020 is that when I hit that 100 video mark in 10 days time, basically, I plan on going vegan. Vegan, completely vegan, not even just vegetarian, but just full on vegan. Now, this is going to be super hard because I love meat. I really do. I love the taste of beef. I love a good steak. Sunday dinner with a roasting joint. Oh, my life. I love lamb. Not too keen on pork. I mean, I've said all this before. Everybody on this channel knows how much I like beef or how I like meat. And I'm just going to give it all up. And dairy as well. Like, completely go vegan. Right? Me and my girlfriend watched a documentary a while back, The Game Changer, and it told me stuff I already knew, but it made me realize something that, there's too much statistical information to show that meat eaters do not live as long as plant eaters, as it were. And this goes not just for humans, but throughout the entire animal kingdom, So it's like, I mean, turtles just eat like lettuce, basically, and they live for hundreds of years. So, if the hare who eats meat, or do they eat meat? Sometimes I suppose they do, and they'll die quicker. They won't get to the end of the race like the hare and the turtle did. Turtle takes its time, goes slowly, eats a few heads of lettuce, and then 400 years later, you've got a giant tortoise. So yeah, I mean the decision to go vegan it was initially my girlfriend's, right? It was initially hers, and I was going to support her no matter what. And I was toying with the idea of, oh, maybe I should just give up meat for a few months. But then I say, watch this documentary, and it gave me the science. It gave me the scientific reason to say, do you know what? For every piece of meat I put in my body, I'm losing like seconds or minutes of life. And I'm like, oh gosh. So not even an oh boy, it's an oh gosh. Realization that, you know what, I'm probably not going to get to see my kids hit 40. You know, if I continue on this track, if I continue going down this path, you know, and it's like, do you know what? I'd like to see my kids hit my age, you know, which is 42, not 40. But and the only, I think the best way to do that is to help my body rather than hinder it. And you know, the documentary focused on sports personalities and how tired they became when they were doing the meat, but then how much more energy they had when it was vegetables only. And I'm like, yeah, okay, right, let's try it. And initially, I was just going to try it for a month, but then I thought, do you know what? This is going to benefit my life. This is going to be a good thing for my life. Why not just continue it indefinitely? So I'm putting it out there so you guys can, you know, sort of kick my butt if you see me eat a burger. All right. But there is two stipulations with this new lifestyle, is that on my birthday only and December the 25th to December the 31st, those sort of 6 days, is it 7 days, is the only time I'm going to eat meat or dairy. So on my birthday, juicy steak, McDonald's, whatever. But the Christmas dinner has got to stay. I can't get rid of that. And then of course the lead up to New Year's. But then when I hit New Year's Day, boom, that's the detox. That's the back to being vegan until my birthday. So they're the only sort of few days that I will eat meat or dairy. But the rest of the time, it's going to be a complete lifestyle change. Now, I've been working on a couple of things here where there's a few things I need to sort of track first, right? So, you know, I want to use, we've got like 10 videos now until we get to that 100 mark, okay? So I'm planning out what to do, because when we hit the 5 videos to 100, we're going to start weighing myself. We're going to start getting the height measurements. We're going to start looking at my body, you know, what it looks like. And, you know, I haven't exercised since, since the operation last year, really. So, it's going to be interesting because obviously, you're right, Brazil, man. It's going to be interesting because obviously with this new lifestyle change, it's going to be a physical appearance change as well. So I think exercise and stuff like that is going to come into it as well. But yeah, I want to log a few things. So each video, for the next 5 videos, it'll be normal stuff. But then when we hit 260 video, on the 260th video, I'm going to start logging things up until that 265 video. And then we can see, because that's when I totally go vegan, on episode 265. And then we can chart how it changes, how it affects me, both mentally, physically, and my body, you know, my physical body, my health, basically. My health, my mental state, and it's just going to be fun to chart the changes for that final 100 video for the vlog series. So in 5 videos, we're going to start going through my stats for my body, okay, and then we'll do it again at the end, like the last 5 videos of this vlog series. We will do the thing again and just compare the difference, you know. So vegan for life, basically. That's the big change. PlayStation have announced their PS5. They've got a big change coming. Everyone's got something coming for 2020. It's Yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait. But also for this channel, what? How does it affect this channel? Well, for me personally, going vegan doesn't affect this channel one bit. But I am changing the type of content that I do. So in the past, I've always done flight simulation. I've always done the fight and fantasy books, and that's really it. And then the odd gaming video, you know. I was working on a first look series of going through a load of PlayStation 4 games, which will be expanding into Xbox One games and possibly games from EA, right? Using their Origin Access club, as it were, their membership. So there'll be more videos for gaming coming up in the future. I have kind of like almost not fully moved away from flight simulation, but I will still do flight simulation videos. And when I'm allowed to for the new flight simulator flight simulator, there'll be a whole plethora of videos coming out for that on when I get the nod that I'm allowed to release videos for that sim. And I can't wait for that. I can't wait to share in the adventures for Flight Sim 2020. I will still do the odd P3D video. There's no more FSX videos. That's gone now completely. So it's either P3D and then, you know, throughout the year, FS 2020. But in between that, there'll be lot more gaming videos. You've got Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, Wreckfest, Spore. I'll do a bit more of Capitalism 2. There's a new one that's coming out as well called The Movies. That's a game which a lot of people have not been able to play on their Windows 10 PC. It came out in, I think, 2009, I think, and it's a very old game, and it doesn't run on Windows 10, but I've got a way to run it, so we'll be playing that. Do a playthrough of that, and that's a cool game because you can make little Pixar films with it. It's ace. Honestly, it's so good. So we'll have a play on that. There'll be more games coming up as well in the future. And also, when the PlayStation 5 launches, we'll be doing all the games that we can with that console. So if the rumors are true that it is backwards compatible with the PS1, the PS2, the PS3, we know it's backwards compatible with the PS4, then I will go back and I will play through a load of old retro games as well for the PS1, 2, and 3, as well as continue to do the PS4 and the PS5 as well. But it all depends on the architecture of that console and how it's set up. Is it going to be set up in the same way as the PS4 is, where you can stream and broadcast from it? I hope so. I would have thought so. I mean, to be honest, they announced their logo for the PS5, and it looks basically like the PS4, but it says a 5 instead of a 4. I mean, to me, it's a bit uninspiring, but maybe it speaks about how similar it is to the PS4, because the PS1 logo was very, you know, the P and then the shadow of the S, very sort of, you know, visually recognizable. And then the PS2 was a complete departure from that. It was down to a flat 2D image now, no longer a 3D logo, a flat 2D image, and it kind of looked a bit, you know, robotic almost, you know, very different to the PS1 basically. And then the PS3 came out and everything was silky smooth, you know, curves on it, looked sexy. Big departure again from the old clunky PS2, and then the PS4 kind of straightened up that sexiness to sort of go, this is a bit more business-like, you know, and the PS5 continues that. So I'm thinking that the PS5 machine will be a lot similar to the PS4 machine, and if that's the case, then we will continue doing first looks, playthroughs. I'll be still going through Skyrim and playing through that, doing some missions, achievements. Spore, there'll be more videos for that. I'll be doing a complete playthrough for that, modded, unmodded, offline, online, there'll be loads, and Wreckfest as well. I mean, there'll be a few more games coming up, but there's certain games that I just won't do because everybody's done them to death, like GTA 5. I won't do a GTA 5 unless it's majorly requested, because it's like everybody's done that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, nah, you're all right. I like to do things that, you know, people haven't done, and like retro games. You know, I like retro games, which there are a few on this channel for retro games, but it's I need to go back to it, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? But that's it. That's 2020. That's the future. The countdown begins to the vegan lifestyle. Okay, and in 10 videos time, we will completely go vegan. So thanks for watching this. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Normal day, normal things. Today I've got work at 3 till 8 at the cinema, unless I get an email to say don't bother. And until then, I'll be just making videos for YouTube, because we've got videos coming out this Wednesday, and then Sunday, every Wednesday and Sunday videos come out, so I've got to make videos for them days. Maybe I'll increase it in the future to every day, who knows, but for now it's just twice a week, and that's what I can manage. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all that notification malarkey, and I really thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. It shows support for this channel. It helps me do this channel, although, you know, I would do it either way, but it means much more to YouTube than it does to me, I guess. It solidifies me with YouTube, so I really appreciate all the thumbs up and all the subscribes. Thank you very much, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Take care. Bye.